Hello YouTube, welcome back to yet another awareness video. Today I'm going to talk about the latest event dropping on global, going, gone. So this is basically bidding wars, similar to the TV show you have seen it. So this is a PvP event. Alright, before we go into the details, the video will focus on two objectives. Number one is to provide a guide on how to master this game mode. And number two is to provide a very quick guide on how to grab all the Annulith if you are not interested to play this game mode. So you can check the timestamp to jump directly to that. If you just want to skip everything and just get the reward, you can. Alright, so for this new event, first you need to unlock it first. So you want to click on this button right here, click accept, and then you'll show this. And then you can track it to Julian. So you click J and then just track it to Julian, and then you talk to her, and then follow a series of missions, and then you unlock the event. So I'll do a time skip here. Alright, so that was actually a nice bit of lore. I do love when they bring in like old character like Julian for their quest like this. So anyway, after you finish all that, you'll be able to see this event screen. So as per usual, we're going to start our guide with the event menu, because that's the easiest way for me to do. So on the top right hand side here, which is your currency. So everything here will depend, everything you use here depend on currency. So that's your currency here for this. You are starting with 3 million, and then this is your safety fund. Whenever you run out of like money, it's just like if you go bankrupt, you can claim safety funds. It's limited, you can only claim 5 times. So the goal is hope that you never need to use this. Alright, so below that we have the venue. So we have 3. The venue is basically the difficulty option. So the higher the difficulty, the more chance of you encountering like more valuable collectibles. So this is the asset requirement, meaning you have to have at least this much in your account to enter them. So for example, we cannot enter the highest one because we only have 3M. This one requires 5M. So that's the difficulty selector, I guess you can say. Now this one is the display case, which is the collectibles warehouse. So you can show red colored stuff, which is the most valuable. And then from that, you can generate passive income. And you can come in almost daily to claim your passive income, which will be this one. It's a nice side income, but it's not really that important. And then this button is for show your personal information, something you might need to use here and there, but again, not really that important. So we already clicked on this one earlier. This is your warehouse, the display case value, you will show there. And then this is the collectibles index. There are 2 things here that is very important that will help you in the game mode. Number one is the rarity. So the red is the most valuable, and only red can be shown in the display case, or rather you only want to show the red because they provide the greatest value. And then the white is the most common, so it's shown here, most common to the most rare. And then they also have the size. If you see here, each one have their corresponding size. These are the different size here. So with the color and with the size, you can basically tell what is that specific object. So that is very important to help you win this game mode. Alright, I think so far that's enough info dump to let you know that basically this game mode is a guessing game. You have to guess what you are bidding for based on the item size and color. But of course, later we'll jump into the game. We'll give you a better look. So on that 2 notes, those 2 factors, colors and size, we have to come over here. These are the 2 tools that will help you decide. Have you determine what is those 2 things? Have you figure out what are those 2 things? So here is the device set. So here, you can pick whatever you want. You can use your currency to buy them, and then you can use them in the game mode. And then these are your auction assistant. You unlock Daffodil and Hotori like later on. So they each have their own different skill. And there's a tip here that I do wish to offer. For example, you want to go for a combo here. If your assistant give you clues regarding the size, you want to try to get tools that give you clues regarding the color. So you combine them together, you get the information of the things that you're bidding for. So for example here, cheese will provide silhouettes, which is the size. And then because of that, you want to pick device that provide you with clues about the color, which is the quality. That's how you combo them. They work with other assistant as well. Alright, now we come to the most important part, which is the rewards. So if you do not care about the whole bidding war gameplay, or if you play one round and decide that it's not for you, that is totally fine, and the developer understand that, because there is a very easy way of grabbing all the Annulith. So if you see all the Annulith here, this is just to join one auction, join two auction, and then use device once or use device like several times. So that is all the things, and then bid once. These are all very simple things to do. So if you just want to get Annulith, you can do that. It's very easy to do. You can grab everything in just minutes. So that's one way. Okay, but of course, if you want to grab everything, like the profit quest, I will also provide a guide on that within this video. But there is going to be a very quick part on how to grab the Annulith easily. But before we go into that, I do have to click on the second tab here, because there is actually more Annulith to be won, if you can believe it. It's very generous this time. So this is the collectible entries. This is to collect them, and you can get Annulith. Do not be oppressed, or rather shocked by these numbers. Like 80 collectibles, you might think is very high, but it's not that case, because you just need to unlock. Means that you only need to see them in the game. You do not need to win the collectible. You only just need to have seen them in the game. So this is very easy. As long as you play like maybe 3-4 rounds, you will passively unlock all of this. So again, this is a very easy thing to do. A very easy task to gain all the Annulith. Alright, this part is a shortcut guide for you to grab all the Annulith. So first you need to pick a device, because you need to use 5 times. So just buy this one that have 5 things, just buy it. Yes, confirm, buy that. And then just pick a random character. It doesn't matter. It doesn't pick any like person. So, and then shell hall, and then start matchmaking. Yes. So this is just to grab the Annulith and then get out. Right, so match found. Alright, so this is the game mode screen. You don't care about anything here, because you just want the Annulith. So number 1, you need to use 5 devices. So just use a random one. So you use one, and then you don't want to pass, because one of the mission is to win one collectible. So just go very high. Let's go like maybe, oh wait, let's go 60k. Let's just, and then hope that you win. Okay, we didn't win, which is fine, because it means that now you can use a second device. And I'll just bid again, because you want to just win one time. Let's go maybe 70k. We hopefully know we can snipe the box. That person used 300k, which I think he will. Yeah, they sniped the box, which is fine. Even if you lose, you want to wait for this page, because the thing here, all the collectible you see here, this will be all registered for your index. So you do not need to win the bid to get them registered. So this is good for you. Just wait for them to finish, or you can skip. And then just exit. So we didn't win the bid, but that's fine. We can do that again. That's fine. Okay, so I'll go to the event quest here. I've already joined 2 auction, because I accidentally joined one earlier. So here, so just need to repeat that, and then repeat this, and then you need to win one time. And then the index reward, we didn't win, but we still unlock them. So you just need to repeat this several times, and then you should get all the Annulith quite easily, actually. Alright, now on to the part on how to actually master the game mode. And if you are interested in this game mode, which actually I am, I find this game mode to be quite fun. So let's do a serious round. So first, I have some tips for you first. First, you want to select Cheese. She's the best companion, because she will provide the most amount of information. Just pick Cheese. It's kind of like appropriate that she's also very good for this kind of capitalist event. And then your antique set, you want to go for the last blue, this one, or the last purple. Those are the best 2 options for your value. That's the experience I get from playing on the CN server. So now you want to start matchmaking. Let's just confirm. You can play the medium difficulty if you wish to. But for this one, I'm just going to start with the easiest. All right, so a lot of information here. So there's a button here called pass. If you press pass, you'll just basically surrender your bid and you can go AFK. That is good for if you want to if you want to just grab Annulith. So these one here on the left hand side are the different players. And you can click on them to check their ability power. And then these are the devices. Normally, and this one in the middle, it will review information. You will get public information on round 1 and round 3. And then here is the crate that you're bidding on. The size of the crate, the overall size is based on the lowest item, which is this one. So the crate normally is usually this big. Is according to this line. So now we want to bid this one, the current estimate is the PC giving the estimate. And then the actual value will normally be higher. So let's go for 50k. So this person is randomly playing because he went lower than this. So you can ignore her from now on because she's like randomly playing. And then, so 10k and she used this review. So you want to follow this, maybe she knows stuff, that's why she bid 10k. So maybe so also if you see things like have this thing means that they have enough information to let you know what the items are. So if you click on them, you'll see the potential items that they could be. And when the choice narrow down, you'll see like spinning lines. That's when you should click on them. So I will probably bid like 10k as well. 100k, I mean, to follow her because she knows stuff. So you want to watch what is reviewed here and you want to watch your other opponent. So this character, you know that they are just playing around. So just ignore her, but pay attention to this one. Okay, so here has mostly everything I got review already. So if you use a device, so let me say I just use this review 6 collectible. Okay, so if they review new stuff, so now the box has expanded to here. So this is, the size will be at least here now. So we want to go higher. So let's just go, we're going to go higher than this. Let's go 20k then. This is quite a big box. 200k, I mean. Okay, round 4. Should we? Yeah, let me use another device. Review the random rate of 8 random levels. Okay, now it has grown even bigger. So let me see, what do you use? Purple rarity. Okay, purple rarity. Okay, I think we want to go for 25. 250k because it's quite big. The box is quite big. And we won. So let's see. Oh, we lost money. It's fine. We finish everything and then we can quick sell to earn back a bit of the money back, which is fine. We should have learned from people playing Daffodil because they would review all the higher than purple cost stuff. But it's fine. We overbid. That's fine. Alright, it's a loss, but it's no matter. We learn a lot. Like for example, we learned that other than cheese, Daffodil is also very good. Daffodil doesn't review as much information, but she goes for a very sniping tactic, which is she reviews the gold, purple, and red collectibles at the very start. So that is very good for a sniping tactic. And what is sniping? So if you look here, no, not there. Maybe here. Yeah. So here you have a sniping mechanic. You can immediately win all the current lots and end the auction early. Because normally we go for 5 rounds, but if you snipe, which is you can see the numbers here. So for example, if the second highest bid is 10k, and if you bid 25k, you'll instantly get the whole crate. So that's the sniping mechanic. And Daffodil is very good for sniping mechanic, because she will review all the valuable information. And then cheese is for you to play like slower and slower, because cheese will review the silhouette, the size, and then Daffodil is the quality. So yeah, so you can also use Daffodil here if you prefer the sniping playstyle. And that is, I think, most of the tips I have for this game mode. Actually, wait, there's one more. There's one more tip. Okay, I think we can start another round. I will keep playing cheese. Let's start another round. There's one more tip that is quite useful. Okay, we got two more daffodil. So now we need to pay attention to them. So the current estimate is 32k. It will be higher than that. And you can see this spinning because it means that it has narrowed down the choice first. So it's basically above that much. So now like 4k. So we can bid. Let's go for 50k to start. Then we're going to pay attention to these twos. So he sent something that's 300k, so probably there's going to be a red stuff. So they won because there's a sniping mechanic. Let's see whether they won anything or they overbid. If there's no red, they overbid. Oh, they overbid. Okay, there's two ways to win this game mode. Number one is you win normally by winning the bid. The second one is to make other people overbid. So here, she lost by this amount, and then the other player will get 10% of that amount. So here, this is the money I earn because they overbid. So this is basically a mind game. It's a very fun mind game. So there are two ways to win. Number one, to trick other people to overbid. Like for example, use Daffodil. You purposely show a very high number and then lure other people to bid higher than you, make them lose. Another one is to like play steadily and then just win at the number lower than the actual value, but then higher than all the other people to win the crate, to have the winning bid. So those are the two ways to win. And that is pretty much the guide on this. And I hope you have a good time playing this game. It is a lot of fun. It is, especially when you play with like a group of people who like to use their brain. It's really a mind game. I hope you enjoy this guide. You have any question, leave it down in the comment section below. And if you like content like this, please remember to leave a like and follow. I'll see you guys in the next guide, which is, I believe, next week on Fishing Frenzy. All right, bye-bye everyone. Take care of yourselves.